Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Kristen. You can call me Witch or you can call me Bitch. It really doesn't matter. As long as you put some respect on that shit. If you are new here, make sure that you click that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification so you can get notified every time that I do go live or post a video. I have a slight disclaimer here. If you are easily offended or faint of heart, I am not for you. I am not your reader. I do not have your message. I cannot help you where you are at in your journey right now. I'm okay with that. You have to be, okay? I'm okay with that. You have to be. This video is for the week ahead. Where the moon is, what my intuitively picked crystal for the week is. We kind of cover all bases. We're going to do a week ahead spread for the collective, as well as pull some oracle cards. You guys are definitely going to get an archetype, some milk and honey. Yeah, we'll talk about what candles we should be using this month. It is the week of the new moon. So, okay, this is where it's time for us to start fresh, start new, and all that jazz. So let's start with the collective read, and then we'll go into the crystal. We'll go into all of the other information. For private readings, make sure you guys go to witchbitchtarot.com. If any of this message resonates with you, give me a thumbs up or drop some bombs in the comment section. If you have any feedback, also let me know. So let's see what's going on for the collective with the week ahead. Hello. How are you? How are you? Let's see what's going on for the week ahead with the collective. All right. So this week is the new moon. It's a new moon in Sagittarius. We'll get into that later. The first card out is the Hermit, followed by the Six of Swords. So this week, definitely step back so we can look at the bigger picture. The Hermit isn't about going into your shell. The Hermit isn't about, it's not about you going into hiding. The Hermit is about disconnecting and stepping away so you can gain more knowledge. The Hermit is always going to be on a journey. So it's not necessarily about you going into your shell. When we talk about the Hermit, it's about you stepping back, disconnecting so you can find what it is that you're looking for. So definitely keep that in mind this week, especially with the Six of Swords. There's releasing that does need to take place, but there's also a change perception that needs to happen. The Hangman is also present. Make sure you are listening to your intuition. You are listening to the signs, to if you and your guides, or just in general, you keep seeing different synchronicities, listen to them. Your High Priestess is here in reverse, so it leads me to believe that you haven't been. So it could be a challenge for you this week, but make sure that you are listening to your intuition. With the Hanged Man here and the High Priestess in reverse, your intuition could be out of your normal course of action. So make sure that you're looking at it from all angles, looking at it as you are seeking guidance and you're seeking direction with that Hermit. Okay. Let's get... I also think when we talk about the Hermit, think about a Virgo. Think about how much knowledge a Virgo has, but sometimes they just sit down and they shut up and they don't say shit. Even though they know and they're having the answers and they're peeping the scene, they got their eyes on everything and everybody. So, you know, kind of have that energy this week. If you have been putting aside this new energy of creation or something that you are thinking about creating, pull it to the forefront. This is your week to create. This is your week to bring in that new energy. This is that week to gain understanding. And this will make a whole bunch more sense once we get into the moon placements and the moon phases that we're going to be hitting this week, okay? Then we have the Seven of Cups and then the Five of Cups. Don't let illusions or your ability not to see your dreams or your wish come true have you kicking over your cups, have you second guessing. All right. There could be a lot of second guessing here. Don't forget to take control. You write the destinations. The destinations? No. You write your own story. Like, you are the creator of your own reality. So don't allow yourself to become so clouded that you do not have this ability to create your own reality. Okay? Bum, 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 bum. Oh, I see some bombs already in the comments. I see some bombs already in the comments. We're going to do a moonology. We're going to finish off, obviously, with the archetype. But we're going to do moonology as well, just to get some energy with this new moon that's happening on Saturday. Okay? With this new moon that's happening on Saturday. Okay. Communication is key. This coming week, communication is key. Don't let your pride get in the way. Again, remember, sitting back and allowing yourself to see the big picture. You don't always have to say shit. Sit back, listen, watch. And then energy is gaining momentum for this week, okay? Energy is gaining momentum. So those are your moonologies for this week. I want to get into some of the... I want to get into the sky. Let's get into the sky a little bit right now. You guys know I have my books and all my deets and all of that. I collapse them on each other so I don't lose my stuff. So this week, we start the week. The moon is in Libra this week, right? It's going to remain in Libra until Wednesday. Then we're going to go into Scorpio. So right now with the moon in Libra, play the devil's advocate a little bit. Allow yourself to, let me wipe this off. It like looks a little blurry. My bad. If you're watching, my bad. Okay, that's way better. Sorry. Allow yourself to, you know, use your Libra scales and allow your Libra scales to help you change this perception when we talk about the Hangman that came out. Wednesday, the moon enters into Scorpio at about 7 in the morning, 6:55 a.m. And the moon's going to be in Scorpio until it enters Sagittarius on Friday at 7 in the morning. Okay? The new moon is Saturday. The new moon in Sagittarius is Saturday at 2:43 in the morning. So there's a little bit of fire happening. There's a lot of balance when we talk about the moon placements this week, but I think it's definitely going to allow us to see both sides, especially going through the week. This week's theme is kind of about wisdom. It's about gaining and attaining knowledge when it comes to the moon placements. It's about closure, protection, banishing, but it's also about within. When we're talking about those kinds of things, that's about wisdom within, right? Healing, that's within. Prosperity, that comes from within, right? Somebody that is not fully prosperous, they don't keep their abundance. They don't hold on to it. It's not long lasting. That's then not prosperity. So keep that in mind. Fruit, berry, flower, herb. This week is going to be like elderberry, elderflower. So, you know, if you're feeling yourself, you're doing your journaling, maybe add some elderberry tincture to your beverage, or an elderflower liqueur, one of my favorites, right? Think about adding that, or just adding it into your routine. You could even do like an elderberry tea or something like that. It is literally the plant of wisdom. So when we're doing this evolution and this growing and this journaling and this balancing out of the scale, think about any, and this is just, again, this is just me, this is my opinion. Do whatever you want, whatever you are intuitively guided to do. But think about that additional blanket of wisdom that comes naturally, right? That's all I have to say. When we talk about the new moon in Sagittarius, so new moons in Sagittarius are typically about like kind of counting our blessings. New moon in Sagittarius is about luck. So when we're talking about at the beginning of the week, starting the week in Libra, like the moon is still in Libra right now as we speak, and we're talking about luck being on our side. There's still a balance that needs to take place within us in order for us to see that luck is on our side. Again, changing perspective, but allowing that librarian energy to kind of help us see the positive, to help us realize that the negative is there, but like that shit ain't got nothing to do with us. Right? New moon in Sagittarius is also, especially with that fire in Sagittarius, it's also good when we're talking about starting something new, which again, that's what I was saying, it's going to make a little bit more sense when we're talking about that Ace of Wands this week and just doing what the fuck you want, because this new moon is great for starting something new, a new course, a new study, teachings, anything about that. New moon in Sagittarius is also about, again, opening your mind and seeing things different and not being necessarily narrow-minded. So all of these are in alignment when we're talking about starting the week with Libra. When we're talking about that collective spread that we did at the beginning. Also this week, practice gratitude. When we talk about luck, practice, hey, Wicked, practice gratitude, count our blessings, realize that yes, we got ourselves here, but we can get ourselves further as well. Like we can keep moving. There was a collective read that I did earlier on live stream, and it was kind of talking about how some of us have given up because we don't think that we can attain the level or the amount of success that we have now, that we've already achieved. We don't think that we can move forward or we can continue to push through to those next levels of success. If you're going to think that way and you're going to be narrow-minded and you're not going to allow the hermit to lead you in finding and creating this new energy, then fucking believe it. Then do it. Go off, sis. You know? Have fun under this new moon. Laugh under this new moon. Feed your childhood-like energy or your child energy under this new moon. But don't be afraid to start. Don't be afraid to practice gratitude. Okay? Okay? So then when we start talking, we're going into December, right? And there's 33 days left of the year. Message. All right. So this week we're going to get a little kickstart when we talk about the full moon coming in December and the different energies of December, excuse me. Because, you know, we have a few days till December. During December, this month with this moon, it's it is going to be, how do I say, it's going to be it's going to be a test when it comes to your communication, as you can see. It's going to be a test when it comes to communication. So we want to make sure that we're staying I wouldn't say pure. Like, I feel like pure is like, stay pure. I wouldn't say pure, but we want to remain as open-minded and lack error as much. But again, remember to be charming, and again, this childlike energy. The full moon is on the 19th, right? And it's actually the cold moon. And it's happening the longest night in December. So this cold moon is also known as the long moon because it's one of the longest nights in December, or in the winter period. During this time, there's a strong feeling of thankfulness for life and for those around us. Even to this day, we hold celebrations around the world at this time, and we spend it with friends and family under this moon. Now is the time to reflect on the year, to see what you have to look forward to in 2022. This cold moon is in Gemini. And we know air is ruled by Mercury, right? So again, when we talk about full moons in Gemini, that's all about communication. Words, definitely. When we talk any full moon in Gemini, and I feel like I always like have my like moon senses on any full moon in Gemini around that energy, leading up to the energy of that moon. We want to choose our words not carefully, but make sure that we are speaking with diction, and make sure that what we are saying is confident, because it will make you shine, or it will put darkness on you. Words can be taken very strangely in the full moon of Gemini. Think about the Gemini, the twin, right? It's like it's a fucking grab bag. I say that all of the time when we talk about Gemini. It's a grab bag. You don't know what bitch you're gonna get when you put your hand in there. So make sure that you're putting yourself or being in situations where your communication, it's not going to get lost in translation. And if you are in the space or in a situation where there's a possibility that your communication can get lost in translation, speak with diction and conviction, and make sure you enunciate, and make sure that you are clear and crystal when it comes to your communication. And this is all leading up to that full moon in Gemini. We're getting a little bit extra with this week ahead because we're going into December. We're getting a little bit extra because we're going into December. So I want to kind of get us prepared for these energies that are around us, that are rising with us. The candle this month of December, so starting at the beginning of December in the next 3 days or so, to end off the year, we should be, we can use, I'm not going to say should, because that's up to your interpretation, up to your intuition. I will be using a lot of white candles. Think of white candles as, well, obviously they're the universal candle, but also they bring clean slate. It clears a lot of clutter. Think about all of our things that are clear or white. It's about, they clear clutter. They unmask. They kind of untangle what was tangled that we may not have even known. So this week, start fucking with some white candles, okay? They bring forth their own kind of energy, and I think that's why I personally like working with white candles the most, because whatever energy, the universe, my guides, whatever, however that resonates with you, whatever energy they are telling me or trying to show me that I need will be brought forward. And that's just because, again, white candles are clean slate. Clean slate. Okay. And we'll get more into that. You guys know when we start talking about the full moon, we get a little bit deeper into that. So just start thinking of that energy. And this week is great to kind of set us up to be in that energy of the moon if we are true and we are serious. Y'all ready for your intuitively picked crystal? This is my intuitively picked crystal. I tell you guys this every week. sit in front of your altar, sit in front of your crystals. I have a plethora. So like, I literally just like, where's the energy drawing me to? Where is it drawing me to? And I just grab one and I'm like, all right, like, what is this crystal going to bring me this week? What energy are you trying to give me? Because as you know, crystals have multiple different properties depending on what energy you're putting in to receive. So my intuitively picked crystal this week, again, which is pretty much in alignment. I always pick my crystal first, just to see how and why my energy, or why I was drawn to that specific crystal. And then I do my spread, and then I do my moonology, and then I go through everything else. So I always pick my crystal first. So this week, my crystal that I picked is turquoise. I'm not digging my nose. I always used to say like turquoise was a basic bitch crystal. And I'm just like, I don't want turquoise. But lately I've been really drawn to her. And I like her. She's so like, she's feisty. But turquoise is it's a calming crystal. It's a healing stone. It's great to wear when you're stressed out or over emotional. When we're trying to kind of balance our emotions this week, right? Turquoise would be great. It brings luck, love, harmony, hope, peace, and so much more. Money. It's a great stone all around. You pick Bloodstone. It's funny that you say that. It's really funny, wicked, that you say that. And let me tell you why. For the week, if I am not mistaken, when I was looking through, Bloodstone is actually the crystal of the week in one of my books. So Bloodstone is a calming crystal. It's helped to clear your mind of fear, confusion. If you kind of are feeling obsessive or hyperfixating on something, Bloodstone is good for that. So I was actually going to get into that. That's what I'm saying. It's funny that you say that. Because also the crystal of the week, right, in my book that goes with the moon is Bloodstone, but I also like doing my intuitively picked crystal. So definitely turquoise, definitely Bloodstone as well. So you are right on point. And then my third pick, I always have a third when I'm up in the air, but like I'm a sucker for this, like blue celicite, excuse me. Like I love her. I love her. It's great for communication. It's great for bringing peace. Like, I love her. Great for dreams, great for sleeping, great for downloads. Love her. Okay, so I'm biased. I feel like that's always my third pick. Always. Let's do some milk and honey. I actually already picked milk and honey. You guys know I typically like to do it on live stream, but this one from earlier really hit, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be the milk and honey for the week. So this is Milk and Honey by Rupi. I can never say her last name, but this book is amazing. I love this book for bibliomancy, message. So we chose number 67. I chose number 67 this week. Actually, I did it. Somebody on my other live stream chose it. And I was just like, bet. But this one really hit. And I'm going to do a journal entry with this present. Ooh, my ear is ringing. Your name is the strongest positive and negative connotation in any language. It either lights me up or leaves me aching for days. I'll read it again. Your name is the strongest positive and negative connotation in any language. It either lights me up or leaves me aching for days. All right. So that is our milk and honey for the week. And lastly, to wrap up, we're going to do an archetype. I'm a sucker for an archetype. I've been using these for my year ahead readings. Man. All right, let's get this shit. The Judge. Number 14. I'm terrible at Roman numerals. We'll see how it goes. I think it's number 14. The Judge, the critic, the diplomat, the advocate. The Judge has an incredibly important job. They work every waking hour of every day, helping us discern what is safe, true, and just. When this archetype remains unconscious or is captivated by fear, wise discernment turns into painful judgment of self and others. Ironically, the Judge's energy can be the seed of racism, bigotry, and fear-mongering. This is the Judge out of balance, building walls, separating from others. When this same discerning force is made conscious and healed, however, the Judge may be found advocating for civil rights causes, standing up for the underdog, providing resources for those in need, and forgiving again and again. Love is the deciding factor. Awakening this archetype is essential for the complex times we are in. That is in red. Get your Judge in order. The world needs it. When in light, discernment, advocacy, right action, compassion. When in dark, critical, punishing, unforgiving, and building walls. Gandhi had an incredible illuminated inner judge. He was a lawyer. He practiced silence one day a week in order to hone his discernment while on his revolutionary path. The Judge's energy is contagious. When we feel judged, walls go up around us. Similarly, when we feel accepted, the entire world softens. The Judge. Okay. I hope that helps you guys out for this week ahead. I will see you guys back here next week. Make sure you are subscribed. Turn on that bell notification. We'll get some zodiacs going here, so make sure you check out the new videos when they're posted. That sounded so weird. Like, that sounded weird as hell. Anyway, for private readings, you can go to witchbitchtarot.com. Thank you for thanking me, Vanessa. You're welcome. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and follow me on TikTok at witchbitcheswitch. As you know, hoes will be hoes. Bitches will be bitches. But you never know when it comes to witches. Which bitch is which? And no, I do not sell owls. So stop asking, okay? All right.